Ladies and gentlemen, here is the remarkable individuals who have shown us that failure is not the end, but merely a stepping stone towards greatness. These are the famous failures who have inspired countless others to persevere, to dream big, and to achieve their goals. 1. Bill Gates. Born in 1955 in Seattle, Washington, had a comfortable upbringing in an upper-middle-class family. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a well-known lawyer, and initially, Gates was expected to follow in his footsteps and pursue a career in law. However, Gates displayed his entrepreneurial spirit at a young age. At just 17 years old, he teamed up with his childhood friend, Paul Allen, to establish a company called Trafodata. Their venture aimed to analyze and process raw traffic data from traffic counters, presenting the information in a useful format for traffic engineers. They envisioned creating a hardware device that could automate the analysis of traffic data tapes and eliminate the need for manual work. When the day arrived to showcase their creation, a supervisor from the County of Seattle's traffic department came to see it, but unfortunately, the device failed to work. This setback led to the failure of their business before it could gain traction. Nevertheless, Gates learned a valuable lesson from this experience, one that would shape his future endeavors. In 1973, Gates enrolled at Harvard University after achieving a nearly perfect SAT score of 1590 out of 1600. However, the following year, he made the bold decision to drop out of Harvard and start a company called Microsoft with his partner, Paul Allen. Although his choice was met with controversy initially, Gates' parents eventually supported his decision after extensive discussions. As history has shown, it turned out to be the right move for him. 2. Beyonce Knowles. Born in 1981, experienced both success and failure on her path to becoming the iconic Queen Bey. Her journey started early in life, and setbacks didn't deter her from pursuing her dreams. Before her solo career and even before Destiny's Child, there was a group called Girls' Tyme. At just 9 years old, Beyonce and the all-girl group Girls' Tyme appeared on Star Search, but unfortunately, they lost, which deeply affected her. Girls' Tyme had been formed when Beyonce was only 8, and they stayed together for a challenging 7 years. Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, played a managerial role for the group, leaving his full-time job as a medical equipment salesman and placing significant financial pressure on the family. After 8 years, the group changed its name to Destiny's Child, and it underwent a transition from a 6-member group to a 4-member one. Those years were filled with difficulties, but Beyonce, along with Kelly Rowland, Latavia Robertson, and LaToya Luckett, persisted in the face of setbacks and failures. In 1996, Destiny's Child signed with Columbia Records, but their commercial success was initially limited. However, tensions arose within the group. Robertson and Luckett eventually quit, citing conflicts among the members and alleged favoritism towards Beyonce and Rowland by Matthew Knowles. The group went through replacements and eventually settled as a trio, with Michelle Williams joining Beyonce and Rowland. 3. Dr. Seuss. Born as Theodore Seuss Geisel in 1904, gained fame as a beloved children's author. However, his path to success was not without its share of failures and detours. Initially, he embarked on an academic journey, taking on the name Dr. Seuss during his time at Dartmouth and Lincoln College, Oxford, where he pursued a PhD in English literature. Yet, influenced by Helen Palmer, whom he met at college, he decided to shift his focus to a career in drawing. In 1928, Susan Palmer got married, and he spent several years creating illustrations for advertisements, working with prominent companies like NBC, Standard Oil, and General Electric. It was in 1937, 9 years after their marriage, that he wrote his first manuscript titled "And to Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street." However, this initial manuscript faced a remarkable 28 rejections before finally being accepted by Random House/Vanguard Press. The book's publication led John O'Hara, a former president of the company, to declare that among all the great writers he had published, there was only one genius on his list, Ted Geisel, also known as Dr. Seuss. By the time of his passing in 1991, Dr. Seuss had sold over 600 million copies of his books, translated into 20 different languages. His unwavering persistence allowed him to rise above initial failures and become one of the most renowned and beloved authors of all time. Dr. Seuss serves as an inspiring example of how perseverance can lead to success, even in the face of numerous setbacks. 4. Curtis Jackson, better known as 50 Cent. Born in 1975 in Queens, New York. He had a challenging upbringing, growing up in poverty in the projects, an area known for its tough neighborhoods. Surrounding him were drugs and crime, and his own mother, Sabrina, was involved in drug dealing. At the young age of 8, tragedy struck when his mother died in a fire under mysterious circumstances. With his father absent, Jackson was left in the care of his grandmother. In the midst of the crack epidemic in the 1980s, he started dealing drugs himself, beginning at the age of 12. In 1994, at 19 years old, after multiple encounters with law enforcement, he was arrested for drug possession and firearm charges. Initially facing a sentence of 3 to 9 years in prison, he was instead sent to a boot camp, where he spent only 6 months and earned his GED. Following his release, he adopted the name 50 Cent as a symbol of change, inspired by a local bank robber with the same name. He explained that the moniker represented his determination to provide for himself through any means necessary. In 2000, he gained notoriety when he was shot 9 times at close range outside his grandmother's home and miraculously survived. While recovering in the hospital, he signed a deal with Columbia Records. However, he was later dropped from the label and faced industry blacklisting due to his song Ghetto Churan. In response, he traveled to Canada, recorded over 30 songs, and released a mixtape. In 2002, his talent caught the attention of Eminem, who signed him to his label, Shady Records. Under the guidance of both Eminem and Dr. Dre, 50 Cent released his debut studio album, Get Rich or Die Tryin'. The album achieved enormous success, going 6 times platinum in the United States. Since then, Jackson has become one of the world's most famous and best-selling rappers. 5. Sylvester Stallone. Born in 1946, is an American actor and director renowned for his iconic portrayal of Rocky Balboa in the popular boxing film series, Rocky. Stallone's journey to success was filled with rejection and setbacks when he first moved to New York City in the 1970s to pursue his acting career. During this time, Stallone faced constant criticism and failure, with many people telling him that he spoke and walked in an unusual manner and lacked acting ability. He was financially struggling, reaching a point where he had to sell his beloved dog for $25 just to cover his electricity bill. he experienced approximately 1,500 rejections from talent scouts, agents, and industry professionals he met with. Stallone would spend hours waiting in offices, only to be rejected once again. This cycle of disappointment repeated itself endlessly. The relentless challenges began to take a toll on Stallone. He found himself broke and homeless, resorting to living and sleeping in the New Jersey Port Authority bus terminal for 3 weeks while saving up enough money to secure another apartment. He was pushed to the brink of desperation. Despite these hardships, Stallone persevered. He wrote the script for Rocky, a story close to his heart, and received numerous offers for the screenplay. However, the condition was always that he would not star in the film. The monetary offers reached as high as $325,000, but Stallone repeatedly turned them down. Finally, he accepted a modest payment of $35,000 and a percentage of the film's profits, insisting on playing the lead role himself. Rocky went on to become a massive success, grossing over $200 million at the box office. Stallone's determination and belief in his own abilities paid off, cementing his place in Hollywood history. His story serves as an inspiring reminder of resilience and the rewards that can come from staying true to one's dreams. And there are countless others who have encountered their fair share of failures on the path to success. Their stories remind us that success is not defined by a lack of setbacks, but by the determination to rise above them. So, let us delve into their journeys and draw inspiration from their remarkable tales of resilience and triumph.